And you just listen to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. It covers all the aspects of various techniques of our journalism.
This was the Ijo country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools. His major academic emphasis was at Government College, Delhi.
Go gather, destroy their food. Make cultivated camp and that other camp, some more camp. You don't compensate everybody. But some of them
in its key generation sometimes. Today our focus will be on the style of J.P. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point at more dancer.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. Lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. Long after some of these earthly adventures and no more, one can still find footprints of these big lives on the pavements of our contemporary lives.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.
Yeah, the GIS Unit. The GIS Unit is actually the Geographic Information System. And how does it actually function? It is a structure that helps to do map productions, because proper decision makings on forest ecosystems now depends on proper actual information that is found in the field. And most of the decision makers cannot really go to the field and they'll be able to take decisions properly on the table. So the GIS unit is actually, which is a unit of the Limbe Botanical Garden, is involved in collecting and the production of map for proper forest management decision making. And it's not only for forest map productions, but we also carry out other activities that can do, for example, the master plan of the Limbe municipality. We have all the data here, and it is easier when you have all the locations of activities and you place them on the map. You'll be able to take proper decisions where you have to locate a hospital, where you have to locate a school, and all of that. So this is a very, very interesting unit that I'm not sure other botanic gardens will have.
And you can also help for something like ecotourism.
Great, actually for ecotourism, because when you know the exciting areas for for tourism, you'll be able to put it on the map and come up with some sort of a brochure that will be able to show people that when you live here, this is another exciting site. When you live here, the distance from here to here is 5. You need a 5-minute walk, you need a 10 minutes walk, and you have all of that.
And the tourists can also make a time plan or a geographic plan.
Exactly.
Wow.
We also carry out trainings, because this is basically a new field in Africa and in Cameroon in particular. So we've been doing a series of trainings. Unfortunately, most of the pictures for the trainings are not here. But and at the same time, we are trying to have links with XJ, which is the principal company that produces most of the softwares for the GIS, and we have a permanent partnership with them.
I see an interesting material here, HIV/AIDS and conservation. Do you engage in such activities?
Basically, we do, because we try to, conservation goes actually to the communities, and
some communities are really hampered with HIV.
Some communities are really hampered with HIV, and you cannot be talking with people conserving their environment, conserving their forest, and they cannot live because of HIV. So we try to, when we get to them and explain to them the importance of conserving the forest, we try to make them to indirectly conserve themselves by keeping themselves away from dangerous diseases like HIV.
Besides, if their forest is conserved and they sell from it, those that are already affected will be able to provide for drugs.
Exactly.
We shall be moving into the herbarium of the Limbe Botanical Garden, and we shall be finding out a lot of information from the administrator of this very, very wonderful establishment that is over 100 years old. Wow, it's very impressive. We cannot actually attempt to snap all what they have here in the herbarium, or else we are going to get bonkers with so many plant species in all of these drawers that are beckoning for researchers and for novices about plants in this part of the world to come and see the beauty of the biodiversity of our planet Earth.
And also, we do not limit our activities to collecting plants and trying to enjoy them. We also have varieties of butterflies. And actually, scientifically, butterflies are being used as forest indicators.
Whether the forest is healthy or not?
Whether the forest is healthy or not. And particular, the location of the identification of particular butterflies in certain forests depicts certain informations. And also, we also use the butterflies as designs. Because when we look at, for women, you see your dresses will be a representation of
the patterns
of the color patterns of butterflies. So we try to do a combination of doing plant collection and getting certain butterflies that are found around the area, so they'll be able to come out, deduce some diversity, some ecological interactions between the plants and the butterflies as well.
And we must say butterflies are very instrumental for pollination as well.
Yes, exactly. It's just a process of that they have to identify the plants, try to treat them. So some of the plants that are getting eaten off by certain insects, so we are trying to treat them and process them. Others, if we cannot really recover them, we try to scan them and put them in a process that they will be able to, you can, instead of us going back to the forest to do this collection, we can able to retain the structure, and if a researcher comes, we go to the software and be able to print it out, and you can still help for identification.
I'm impressed, and don't go away, I'm taking you directly to the nursery.
Thank you very much.
And you just listen to a young girl who was saying that the Nigerian community here is totally very angry. Covers all the aspects of various techniques of our journal.
It was the Ijo country of the Niger Delta of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He went to several schools. His major academic genesis was at the government college in Delhi.
Go gather, destroy their food. With the camp and that other camp, don't go camp. You don't compensate everybody.
In its key generation sometimes. Today our folk can be in the style of J.P. Clark, a poet and writer, and we shall also be very interested in his point Agro dancer.
Some lives are meaningful, some are empty. Lives that are meaningful, with too much meaning and riches to offer humankind. Long after some of these earthly adventures and no more, one can still find footprints of these great lives on the pavements of our contemporary lives.
Good evening, you're welcome to the program Green Planet.